months in cost. You go to get a license renewed.
Gosh.
You go to register an automobile. The lines are now an hour and a half to 2 hours where they were a half hour, 20 minutes because of cutbacks.
Right, and the garbage is not collected. There are fewer policemen. I forget which state it was where the governor said go out and buy a gun because there are fewer cops.
Yeah.
I mean, people are immediately, millions and millions of people are immediately affected by this.
Teachers are going to be fired. Now, this is a crisis with no silver lining, Rick. I'd love to say that there's a pithy way to fix this problem. The only way for things to get better, I would guess, tell me if I'm wrong, is for the economy to turn around and revenues to rise. But right now, revenues are way down for the states.
I mean, there's some people who think the silver lining is maybe the states got too bloated when they thought that, you know, everything was always going to get better. I mean, if you look at the last few years, if you're a public employee versus a private employee, you're way off better being a public employee.
Oh, my God.
Jobs have increased, your pensions have increased. I mean, you've been protected. So there's some people who say, well, you know, now maybe they get their comeuppance.
And in that respect, this is Christie's time. Christie is a forerunner of what governors are doing. He's taking on the public union, saying, listen, you're not going to pay 0% into your benefits anymore.
Exactly.
Christie, I'm telling you, this guy is on the cutting edge.
Personal hero. I testified on behalf of the government. He was a U.S. attorney for him in a case and got to know him pretty well. And he is a courageous man. A lot of people feel like that he will never get a second term.
He doesn't care.
He's in the lead of the story. David Bondrelli wrote our story.
Oh, really?
And Christie is the opening.
Is he great? Yeah. He's taken him on. He's a hero of a lot of people. Obviously, not if you're a teacher. Okay?
And by the way, I said to Christie, they're like, dude, you're not going to get reelected if you tell him the truth. He goes, I don't care.
Right.
And he doesn't.
Right. He said he's governing like a one-termer.
I have a lot of things I want to talk to him about.
You know what happens to politicians?
Which is what you
both
should
sides
do.
of the aisle when they govern like one-termers? They always are two-termers.
Yeah.
They're always two-termers. They say, I don't care if I get reelected, and they don't care.
Right.
Voters pick it up. They can smell it.
I'm going to see Carol.
I can't wait to read this article. This is so timely.
Thank you.